to translate and concisely. Hello, and welcome to our deeper exploration. Today, we'd like to discuss the Dharma teachings on causal connections and faith given by the Master. These two terms may sound a bit abstract, but they are incredibly crucial on our path of learning. The Master used many stories to help us explore these teachings. I feel that a core point of these teachings is a fundamental choice. Do we trust the Master and the Dharma more? Or do we trust the afflictions that keep us stuck? The Master points out that this choice deeply impacts our connection with people and the Dharma. The Master indeed said that it's good to feel joy after learning, but what's even more important is to act on it. However, afflictions often get in the way. We seem to be particularly prone to listening to the voices that make us doubt ourselves and not want to move forward. So, the solution the Master gave is closely tied to causal connections and faith, the layers of causal connections. First, let's talk about causal connections. This isn't some ethereal concept. The Master said it is accumulated from our past actions. For example, did you show respect, honor, making offerings, or praise good teachers and the Dharma in the past? Did you make vows related to them? The causes you planted then manifest now in your feelings towards a certain person or Dharma. How easily you accept them. This is the law of karma. So, a causal connection is not just about having a feeling for someone or something. It has layers. The Master divided it quite finely. The most basic layer is feeling joy just by seeing someone. This indicates you had a good causal connection with them in the past. Next is finding it easy to understand. Then, it's easy to apply what you've learned. The highest and most precious layer is finding it easy to put into practice. The level of your causal connection directly determines how much resistance you face. When you practice, if your causal connection is shallow, the Master might have to expend great effort just to get one small point across. If it's deep enough, a single word might be enough, and you can even accomplish things that seem impossible. As mentioned in the Dharma teachings, there was a certain person whose foundation wasn't top tier, but because they had faith and made offerings through frugality, they established a deep causal connection. As a result, they were able to undertake very difficult tasks. This is a stark contrast to another example of someone who was often stuck because they trusted their own afflictions and always felt, I can't do this. It's impossible. This brings us to faith. The faith the Master constantly emphasizes isn't just something you say with your mouth. It's shown through your actions, listening to and following instructions. The Master gave several examples. Venerable Milarepa, his Master told him to build a house, then tear it down, then build it again. Guru Marpa, he insisted that his disciples bring the lame old goats for an offering. Siddhana, his spiritual teacher, told him to jump into a pit of fire. These examples sound counterintuitive. A normal person's first reaction would be, why? And they would resist. And that's exactly where the difficulty of building true faith lies. The Master explained that the Guru isn't deliberately tormenting people. A qualified Guru uses special methods to help disciples quickly purify heavy karma and, at the same time, build a profound Master-disciple connection, all based on absolute faith and obedience. But this kind of faith is genuinely difficult, especially when the requests go against our own ideas, makes us uncomfortable, or make us feel like the Master is making things difficult for us. The teachings mention that arrogance is the biggest obstacle. With this kind of pride and self-importance, you can't listen to others. You always feel you are better. This not only prevents you from learning, but can also sever your connection with a good teacher. When a person is completely controlled by arrogance and afflictions, even if they are suffering, it's hard for others to help. The Master mentioned situations where if the causal connection is used up by arrogance, the person will feel absolutely nothing towards what a good teacher says. They won't be able to hear it at all, and might not even have the thought to seek help. As the master compared it, it's like a person who could still hold onto the grass on the edge of a cliff. If even that is gone, it's tragic. So these teachings are like a mirror, asking us to constantly look back at ourselves. Right now, in this moment, what do I choose to believe? Do I believe the afflicted thoughts that make me suffer and keep me stuck? Or do I choose to believe, listen to, and act on what the master teaches, which can help me move forward and accumulate good causal connections? This choice directly determines whether you can truly make progress. The master also gives hope. He says that while causal connections are accumulated from the past, like karma, they can be changed starting in the present moment. However, the challenge is great because we have trusted our afflictions for so long, for so many lifetimes. So when we try to change, we always feel that what the afflictions say is the truth. Finally, we'd like to leave you with a question to ponder. Is there a specific affliction or habit that you almost reflexively trust and follow without thinking, feeling that what it says is just the way things are? Today, can you try this? When it appears again, first recognize it. Oh, you're here again. And then, just for this one time, try not to listen to it. Instead, try to do something, even if it's very small, that the master has taught you that can increase good causal connections and purify negative karma. Perhaps the opportunity for the change you've been waiting for will quietly begin in this one decision to not believe the affliction and to choose to believe the Dharma.